What's up, guys? Welcome to the Hard Carry, where we're carrying CDL matches from Twitch straight to you. Right here, we're checking out Optic Texas versus the Seattle Surge. Let's check out the intros.
And speaking of Game 5s, this team is currently trying to rebound off of one. Ladies and gentlemen, the Seattle Surge! Sid, Accuracy, Mac, and Pred, Seattle Surge.
I mean, how can they lose with LeBron on their team? Pred is going crazy in these series. We saw them push our Major 2 champions to a Game 5, Round 11. It was almost theirs. Now they have to go through the green wall. Let's see if they can do it, Lando. Bring them on out.
Oh yeah, TST gonna do it again. They said we won, let's do it again.
We got someone special today.
Oh shit, it's the big man Hex. It's Hex.
Let him hear you. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, your very own Optic Texas. Goldie, Dashi, Shotzi, and Hook.
I mean, the vibe could not be any better. We thought we got a treat earlier. We were treated a second time, but I don't know, if I'm a player on that stage, I might be shaking a little bit with my owner coming to bang the drum. Again, another elimination match faces the Optic Texas at their home stand. They have the chance, they have the fire, and they have the green wall on their feet. Let's see if they can get through Seattle. Straight to Bryson time, let's get it started.
All right, thank you very much, Ali. We are ready for this game. It's one been long in the making. Seattle Surge, Optic Texas on the main stage. The loser goes home. The winner stays around for a little bit longer. Tell me how you feel.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a hard one to call. Seattle Surge look phenomenal against Atlanta FaZe. They shoved them all the way. One gunfight is pretty much what it came down to.
Yeah.
Simp doesn't find that gunfight, and Pred does. We are not talking about a Seattle Surge going up against Optic Texas. We're talking Optic FaZe. However, it goes the other way. But Optic, yes, they have found the victories. They have ground those victories out as well. The resolution is very much there. But this crowd is going to have to carry them through this one. Seattle Surge are a serious, serious squad. And that's not to discredit the previous opponents Optic have had, but Seattle are a step above the opponents we've already seen.
Exactly what I was thinking. It is a big challenge for Seattle to go against the home crowd, to rebound. The green wall is in attendance. You may have missed it. They're quite subtle with it. As you can see right now, every single kill, every single chow, roars will erupt from the crowd. But will it be enough? Optic haven't made it clean in their series so far. Are Seattle better at being dirty? We'll have to find out. This map is almost ready, Ton.
Here we go, Hydro coming up to kick this series off. An interesting one. We've seen Optic today, not looking too bad on in Seattle. It is usually their auto veto, but they are getting better. The holding rank percentage looks fantastic for Surge, but their problem is rotations. They're at the low end of things. Optic Texas, a good opportunity to take back number one here, I think.
All right, here we go. Texas versus Surge. Seattle versus Optic. Let's find out who gets better technically. At the moment, we're going to see Optic on the slightly less preferred side. Most teams want to stay, battle for P1 and hold those P2 spawns, but Shotzi loves a bit of water play.
And Shotzi typically on this map dropping over about a 1.15. He's always the guy looking for those routes for this team. Did a good job at that up against Florida beforehand. Seattle Surge, resolute so far. Plenty of those have been coming through as well. Ghosty with a team kill. Hook will find one on spread, but it's decent time for Optic Texas to kick things off on P1.
Why does Ghosty love to kill Shotzi? Why?
20 seconds to go here on P1. We've got P2 control.
One of the biggest things here is that realistically, Surge are never going to hold this very long. They've backed up with their players. They're going to be outnumbered. For Texas, it's about time. Optic will soak every single second they can out of it. We know P2's a hard break. The Navy SEALs are in attendance. They are sending their front man, their speed, all the way around the water. And Seattle, do they have the bodies and the guns to take them down?
Shotzi with the first one, so that might just open things up here. Ghosty will find a second. Mac needs to find something, as Dashi will find another clean break for Optic Texas. Worst case scenario for Seattle Surge. You let a lot of time leak over towards P1 to lock this down, and you lose it immediately.
Turns out Optic wants to be big game players. Seattle Surge really let that one slip as well. They should have realized the water route was coming in, but they went too passive. They went too far back, and Optic continue to milk every single second out of this P2. And for Seattle Surge, all that you sacrificed has come to naught because the rotation is lost, and maybe the next one too. Look at the mini-map.
Some good scrap time coming in here for Surge. We can go over to what's going to happen over towards the other side of the map, though. Shotzi is taking his time, as Ghosty will find two. Shotzi surviving on this rotation. I feel like he had the opportunity for a gunfight, but he's just waiting for the rest of the team to get over. Spawn out there for Surge as well. It's a healthy lead for Optic Texas.
Here he goes. Optic speed demon himself. The master of movement. The maestro are finding the gap, and he finds the first and gets straight back at it again. Movement all the way around. And Shotzi just causes problems everywhere he goes. Optic kicking this one into high gear already today.
And I was going to mention before we got over here, Optic Texas not having a lot of luck when it does come down to breaking P3. But immediately, the doors are bust wide open.
Maybe
Optic
some
Texas
dinner during the break, and now we're going to eat while watching Optic
Surge
slay on map one.
Kills. Just about going the way of Surge, though. Mac and Fred holding tight.
At this point, Seattle Surge are going to have to either up the tempo or try to stop Optics. You can see them still battling around this point. The spawn will go to Optic, but obviously it's bad spawn for this next rotation.
Exactly, I was just about to mention Surge flipped that quite nicely. Yes, okay, some time starting to go over towards the side of Optic Texas. They will take every single second they can possibly get. And it's one spawn out for Surge. But crucially, the rotation does belong to the Seattle side. Look towards the scoreboard so far. Accuracy with a nice start. The AR is going to have to lock down some good time for his team here.
Here he goes. Shotzi the seal. The man in the water. Again, he keeps finding the routes. He's staying alive. And this time, Seattle Surge cannot afford to let it slip. Last time they had P2, but Hugo's joined him. Erupting from the water again with his teammates in Optic. They find the break again. Seattle Surge hold nothing against them. They have broken through. They have won the gunfight. They will take the time as their prize. And the same old story, Seattle Surge are going to have to put some pressure on and hit the rotation again.
And that whole percentage for Surge is just suffering massively now. Optic Texas, that's 3 breaks in a row. Seattle Surge need to lock themselves in here. It's been free time for the side of Optic Texas. Surge, though, for all that, they have been broken multiple times. You're not that far away, considering how dominant Optic have been. In terms of finding these breaks, Shotzi's been massively influential. We were talking about in the green room today. He looks like he's on fire as we head into the later stages of this tournament. Shotzi now trying to find another break.
Eventually gets shut down, but you see Optic keep putting the pressure through. Dashi and Hugo are going to be here as well. Mac gets gunned down. But the trades eventually go to Seattle. They don't have the bodies. The spawns are towards the back. Optic try to reinforce. And they just keep playing through the water. Optic very, very good at here on high ground. Whoa. Almost got a little bit too naughty, but Fred converts.
Ball springing out for Fred. Starting to heat up just a little bit, and this is crucial time for Surge now. Because the manner of how they've lost a lot of these hills has not really been working out in their favor. Beautiful breaks coming in for Optic Texas, but sloppy play from Surge. Going to be broken again, but only for 20 seconds or so. Last time around, when we were over towards P1 for the first time, Seattle Surge locked down this P2 rotation. They locked in some decent time if you're Optic Texas at P1, but already, these fights that are going to go down towards P2 are going to start ongoing. Keep an eye on Shotzi and what he's been doing. Been doing every single hill, and that's getting behind Surge.
But surely, Surge have got to recognize this at some point. Hey, we haven't seen Shotzi now. Eventually, Sid will see him. This man is entering his flow state. First set of rotations, he's only died 5 times. They still can't catch him. He's slippery. He's here. He's gone eventually, though. But Optic won't get the spawn off the back of it. What they have done is got the time. They push Seattle back once again, and it keeps getting further away.
And if you can't get P2 spawns, well, let's just try and get as much time as we can on P1. Seattle have just about rebuffed that idea for the side of Optic Texas. Dashi with one onto the point, looking to try and scrap in the middle of the map. Gunfight's going to go on towards Ruins. Pred with an important gunfight his way. Shotzzy already on the routes, but it's not too bad for Optic. Yeah, okay, you don't have P2 rotation. Seattle had this last time around, but remember what happens. Every single time Optic Texas have broke Seattle. Can they do it again?
This time they call it swimming. Shotzzy eventually figured out here. They'll probably commit to it again, but this is everything now for Surge. Last time around, they set up a P2. They lost it so fast. Optic have a dominant lead at this point in the game. Seattle must hold the door, they must hold the fortress. Let's find if they can do it for the Seattle Surge. Listen in.
He's sitting for time. Close time. Fuck. Close time. No tripping on time, guys. Nate.
I'm rotating. That's all you guys.
One shot front.
I spawned two. They're all over you.
Yeah, one's gonna be on new though. One gonna P3 spawn.
He's top new. He's top new right here. Top new on the plat.
Kyler's going around the back.
Okay.
Oh no, one shot, Ghosty. He
Two backstairs, backstairs, Kyler, one shot, back gen. He's on the gen, one bullet in green. He went in green, okay?
I'll go through our forward.
Alright. I spawned here, one's green still. Alright, one more. Kyler's the guy green.
Yeah, he's inside green right now.
He's front cubby, Ghosty.
I'm flanking the guy green.
Front cubby, watching palm cross.
Where'd he go?
Front left cubby, front door time weak. Front door time weak.
Front tools on me.
I at the back, we're good. Okay.
I started right.
Pause.
He could be in the water.
Out of the back, guys.
He went swimming then,
Yeah, one's about to hop up cages. Swimming back.
You want check, Mac, you want check.
I have my front. One more cages, one more hop up.
Cages up, you want check.
Back green.
Yes.
In green, Kyler.
Deep.
Backdoor hill,
I'm
Kyler.
flanking the P1.
Okay. Kyler's backdoor hill.
P1, one shot, top P1. He's hopping up front door now.
Okay.
Going bottom front door.
Pipes, bro. Call a punch.
Front door, one shot dead. Nice.
I don't see Montama hitting pipes.
I'll stay back.
I stepped in the water on the right.
He's lost the time. He's front left, one pipes.
Nice, got me.
And Seattle Surge just cannot get that genie back into the bottle. They are being broken every single time they try. They cannot win the gunfights. They cannot hold the rotations. The spawns are theirs and they're not. They have to find a different gear. Optic Texas in lethal range.
And that's the crazy thing. We talked about Surge. Their hold and break percentage has been phenomenal. When it has come down to Hydro, rotations have been great this time, but they've been able to get no holds so far. They've not kept it within touching distance. Optic Texas have been phenomenal. Hook and Shotzzy having phenomenal games has been a big reason for that. Looking like some decent time being held by Surge. Optic Texas not far away.
Seattle's going to have to start winning some gunfights. You are correct there, the SMGs.
The play.
Optic Texas have been burning, but Seattle Surge, a breath, a relief here for just a few seconds. Do Optic commit to this? Do they look to take even more scrap time away? The pressure will always be on Seattle at this point. A rotation for Surge may help them get back.
And Optic Texas looking to just try and keep them in here. You can see the setup in the minimap in your bottom left corner. They don't want Surge out of this corner of the map, but two gunfights are won by the Seattle boys. Dashi can find one, but Pred on the relocation over towards the next hill. Trying to find the wrap. He's been so influential for the Seattle team. That is pretty much a full 60 over towards P4 for Seattle. Definitely within touching distance now, but Optic Texas, first one's here. Over towards Tin. Gotta win these next few gunfights.
Optic are deep in this hill. They've got bodies everywhere. Duke staying alive. Eventually will go down to Mac. Fred ready to pounce on the shot. He's looking every single different way, and he's found the kill. Cruise missile for him as well. They have broken through here at this point. Not a kill to be found for Optic. We've seen comebacks already here at the Major. Is there another one being born right in front of us?
There's a 100-point difference at one stage in this game. It is still 50, but Seattle Surge have picked up the majority of the time the last two hills. Hook now just trying to find her out, but surprise, surprise, accuracy is behind you, holding the spawn down. That's two big kills for Lamar. Shotzzy trying to find a break himself, but he's the only one from Optic who can answer. 15 seconds to go here on the second rotation of hills. It's all about this transition to P1 in holding down the spawns for P2 if you need it. Seattle Surge are breaking 200. It is going to be a 15-point game by the time we head over towards this third rotation.
P1 and P2 is where Optic has made so many points in this game already. They have the position for it as well. They have a Hugh. They have a Ghosty. This man is gunning and still moving forward. Not quite getting the time away yet. 3 down for it. The spawns may have flipped. It's trouble here for Optic. They have to dig this out now as well. Hugh will find the first. Ghosty will find the second and third going forward. They can now bleed P1 for all it's worth.
They can
can
just
win
about
here.
win here at P1 as well. Continuing to lock this time in, and the more they get, the harder it gets the Surge to win this game. Shotzi will find 2 of his own though, continuing to lock this time down. Optic
Got to hold
Texas,
P2 down.
15
Don't
seconds
lose track
away
of
from the win.
P2.
Fred has to call this in.
He's called it. He's trying to get that player on the flank as well. There's going to be no trophy there for them. You cannot win it now here if you're Optic. You have the spawns, the possibility, the chance to end this game on P2.
The opportunity is there. Can Surge find the routes? P2 popping. Optic.
Don't let
in
Fred do
control.
this to us,
Optic,
please.
Time on the board. Can Fred
Thank
find
you.
anything? Dashi, Shotzi. They're opening it up. Optic Texas are 10 away from goal.
There you go, baby.
Here
Just
we
kill
go.
Civ
The
there.
guns
Just
are
kill Civ.
banging.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
crowd is screaming. It's 5 seconds. It's a mile away from Surge. The first
That's it.
map
Oh,
is
accuracy's the
falling
last
back.
guy.
He tries
That's
to
it,
get
baby.
in, but he can't.
Optic won that one.
And the first blood in this series will go to Optic Texas. They allowed a little bit of a comeback. They allowed the dreams of Seattle Surge to blossom in this game. And then brutally put it down. P1, P2 again.
That was a good match.
Rotations for Surge.
matchup.
So good the entire game. But couldn't hold a goddamn thing. Shotzi and Hook. Every single time we're on those
Tell 'em,
rotations, for
Tun.
the first 3
Damn.
quarters of that game, we're finding kill after kill. They were hiding in corners you wouldn't expect and disrupting Surge at every single given opportunity. And I just want to point out one thing here. Objective kills for Hook sitting at 13. Nearly drops 30 himself as well. Finding the kills in the important places if you're Hook is a massively important job to do. And he does that job to the highest of levels. 250 to 209. And that's a map that Optic Texas needed. We look at these maps and the games that we have coming up, we feel like that was a crucial one they needed to find.
It really is. If you were watching that game the way through, I think Seattle Surge was probably better getting those rotations,
They were
but
great.
holding them was a catastrophe. We saw Shotzi and Hugh hit the water. We saw them hit the flank. We saw them continue to make problems. And Seattle
was
Surge
crazy.
took them an entire
Good game.
set of
Good match.
rotations to finally start getting a
Good
lid on those
start
players.
to Optic, trying to take this major 3 losers bracket run to the next level. They're trying to make it to Sunday. I don't think they can wear their Sunday whites anymore, but I don't want to say they want to wear the whites, you know? Them white jerseys, them clean motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying?
But every single time they were offered an opportunity to get round behind Seattle Surge, they took it with both hands. A really good way to open up the series for Optic Texas, and Seattle Surge may well be reeling here after that defeat to the side of FaZe, of course, in the winner's bracket side of things. You are in danger of this crowd getting on top of you, with Optic Texas now taking the lead in this series against one of the best, if not the best hardpoint team in the game. It's a massive, massive map one for Optic.
It is. Seattle are already hurt, already bleeding. They have suffered a defeat today as well. They needed a win on the board. Yeah, the big issue is going to be obviously having a 1.53 from Duke Dash. He didn't even have to do much realistically. Wander around, watch his teammates kill everything before he could get there. But Seattle Surge has not won an S&D today.
And honestly, you're very right, Dashi, in those moments. It's not like he has to do a great deal. Shotzi and Hook putting up those numbers. We said we were watching that first game this morning. Shotzi looks on it, and that form has continued here into the night in Texas. Hydro Hardpoint will go over towards Optic. Hotel Search and Destroy coming up next as well, which is an interesting one. We'll delve into some of the stats in a little while. Hotel Control will be map number 3. And if we need them, Fortress
Hotel,
Hardpoint,
Fortress, Fortress.
Search and Destroy. This has got so much potential to go all of the way. Map number 2 now
As long
coming
as
up.
they're not playing Fortress Control, I'm
Lucas
happy.
got to be feeling confident. It's a big performance from him. He's a guy who will often find the important kills for you. We've seen that in the stats. 13 objective kills coming in from Hook. But for him to put up that amount, it's a dangerous prospect for the side of Surge to try and deal with.
Fully locked in. On the other side of the stage, Seattle Surge. Said it before, came in a little bit low to defeat as well. Seattle at the hands of Atlanta FaZe. If anything, Optic have actually been looking better as this tournament goes on. It's almost like they're escalating to the level of their competition. There have been not a lot of people that have thought they're going to win most of their games coming through. After their defeat to Boston early on, they took down London, they took down Florida. And now 1-0 up over Seattle Surge. It could be the home crowd buff, I don't know.
You would think that might be a slight thing in their favor as we head into Greenberg Hotel. It's an interesting one on the stats perspective. Looking over towards it, Texas winning this one today, 6-3. Seattle losing it 6-3 himself. It's an interesting one. In terms of first bloods, etc., we'll delve into it, but both these two teams very well versed when it comes down to this map. Which way it goes, I haven't a clue, but Dashi, his hotel map this morning, 8 kills, 4 deaths. Big one from him. Optic Texas, can you find yourself 2-0 up, or will Seattle tie the game?
Well, one more time into the breach, my dear friends. Let's find out how this goes. Dashi on the cross and almost catches Pred already. The wallbang from Sim is not going to get him. It does force Dashi a little bit further back, and this might be perfect play. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Dashi finds the first blood.
Does his job to absolute perfection.
That's it, baby. That's the one. That's the way.
Over towards that side of the site. The rest of Optic
2v4.
Texas, yeah, we're on the way.
And now Seattle, no bomb down. 2 teammates gone. You need a miracle, you need a prayer. You need something in this situation. Optic hold all the cards, all the keys. What is there left for Surge?
Not a great deal. This is their only opportunity. Bomb now down. Over towards the A side, you can get in a bedroom, try and play something there. But you can already see Dashi ready and waiting for the rest of his teammates to make the move. And there's another one. 2 for Bruce. And now, a 1 versus 4. I don't think Pred, even with his ability, will manage this one.
I think he's got called out as well. Dashi knows exactly where it's going to be. Has to get away from it. Bomb going to be the Fuji. Trying to find the Pred. Not going to get it. Optic lock it down. Every single gun barrel.
Nice job from Optic there on the search. Let's go.
You got to give some credit there to Dashi. Straight off the rip. Not a beat missed.
So important that he finds that first kill. If that bomb goes down, it's a very different story to what we have going on in that round. Just a little throwback to Seattle Surge, actually not playing this map a lot. Of course, for Optic Texas, they haven't played it a lot either. But Surge were looking really good on this map until they played up against the side of FaZe beforehand. 12-3 in round count until they went up against FaZe, where they lost to 6-3.
What?
So they will still be feeling good about their hotel. That's a few rounds in a row they've now lost in overall against all competition. Need to lock in tight, get around to steady the nerves, and that's not going to help things. Shotzzy, first blood.
Yeah, Witching. Massacre here. There's nothing going the way of Surge. And there's a third player down. Accuracy.
They should say boo for Ghosty. Boo? Maybe? No?
Finds the first and the second.
Whoa.
What was that? Gets tagged up, 20 health in a dream. Running, gunning, down.
Got a little bit scary for just a second, especially considering who's the one firing the gun there. Accuracy in those situations, it's not many better. He's trying to get away. He gets away, then you've got a different story. Seattle Surge need to start turning up 2 players without even firing a bullet that's going to hit anybody on the side of Optic Texas so far. Accuracy sitting at 2-2. The only one on Seattle to find a kill in the first 2 rounds. They need to answer back very, very quickly here, because this is getting in danger of getting out of hand, I would say, at this stage. Optic Texas, you've got the crowd behind them. Feeling good. 1-0 up in the series, 2-0 up in the Search and Destroy. Stun check now coming out. Surge, what's the play? You got to change it up. Another.
Nice from Shotzzy there. Yes.
Seattle Surge now.
Good first blood and second blood.
How is he getting away with this? Accuracy eventually gets the trade they so desperately need. Seattle Surge, 2 versus 3. Another clutch situation for them. 1 versus 3. 1 versus 2.
Accuracy is on one right now.
Maybe a bit easier for Accuracy this time around.
He's got Dashi with his sniper to contend with, as well as Hook. Bomb now down for Accuracy. Found a good position to find himself in. Has dead silence as well. This is so doable for the Iceman himself.
Now, patience is a virtue, and it may be the benefit in this round. Can he find the 1v1s? Can he hold the nerve? Already going for it as well. Sees 1 and 2. Playing time, waiting for it. It's a big count. Oh!
Dashy with the pistol.
That's a pistol! He's ripped the face off the Iceman!
Damn.
Optic Texas are delusional confident right now. 1v2 and Dashy's like, yeah, I've got a pistol. I'm flying at him. That's 4 kills in the game now for Dashy. This is domination from the side of Optic Texas so far in the search and destroy accuracy. It's always backs against the wall in that situation. But Dashy in that scenario to make that call and to work out as well. Optic. Is this the same team we've been seeing over this stage? I don't know, because right now they are looking pretty much unstoppable.
The team could have fallen earlier in this tournament has found a new lease of life. That shout was outrageous. I hope our replay operator's got it. I want to see it from the other point of view. Cute being aggressive, because basically his middle name at this point. Optic looking for control.
Plenty of it is being given to them. Seattle Surge are able to answer. It is another first blood for Shotzi. That's 3 out of 4 rounds. Hook now looking for a kill on the Mac as well. Would he challenge it? You think he would. He's thinking about it, but the bomb in hand is Shotzi.
There you go, Hook.
Continues. The SMGs of Optic
Damn!
are
Damn!
apart.
And I can't tell you what to think of this S&D, but I know numbers. 4-0 to Texas. And on the side of Seattle Surge, 0-4, 4-4, 0-4, 0-4. Accuracy, the only player who has found anything from Seattle. The rest of his teammates are nothing but tears and the jeers of the green wall.
Yeah, feeling good about
they're all 0-4. Oh shit!
We picked it up as the biggest competition that Optic Texas will face so far.
Oh
right
my
now,
gosh!
They are making mincemeat of Surge. Dashy nearly finding that one. 4 versus 4 still. Hook and Shotzi the ones patrolling, roaming, hunting around the map. As Hook will find surely a kill here. A big stun comes through. Pred will find one for Surge. His first kill of the game so far. Accuracy answers back. This is looking like a round for Surge.
Something they have desperately needed. Being clutched up again here, we might as well end the series, but we'll see. Optic playing patient. Dashy whiffs the sniper. Still a 2 versus 4. Still plausible. 40 seconds on the clock.
So freaking close on 2 of those.
Fred now in a good position to shut this down, and it's looking like Seattle Surge will eventually get themselves on the board. Important thing to note here for the side of Dashy. 5 spree. He will want to continue that. He will want to add to that. Cruise missile in the back pocket is never a bad thing to have.
Yeah, 4-0, he might as well just play for the spree.
The statistics say it's about 17% effective. But sometimes the information, sometimes the positioning is worth more than the kills it can find. Dashy will wait. I think the rest of the team now as well. It finds him. Everything they needed there around and to take him off of the streak. Then maybe life on that side of the stage. We'll have to get David Attenborough in to find out.
Don't throw us away, Optic. Just stay on him. Stay on him. 1 round don't mean nothing. Just stay on him.
Optic Texas is still in a commanding position in this search and destroy.
Boozer!
Commanding position in this series. As mentioned, Pred eventually gets himself on the board with 3 kills in that round. We'll be looking to continue that spree. Crowd still buoyed by the performance of Optic Texas so far. Look at this now from Surge. It's the default aggression. Over towards the defensive side.
Oh my god, Pred. Oh, and then he got gunned.
I know he wasn't moving that fast, Pred. He was stunned. You can't just knife your own teammate because he's in the way. And just when Seattle Surge felt like maybe they could regain, they get a team kill. They're now down to
what are they saying?
Pressure onto the teammates. Can they find a miracle? No! Dashing guns. Accuracy, the Iceman again in a clutch situation.
I think they were saying holy shit, but I don't know for sure.
5-1 to Optic. And this is starting to look like beating down.
This is dominant. I mean, Pred making those mistakes. You can't let it happen. We'll see it again. I don't think Many Australians or Seattle Surge fans will want to see this one.
What was he doing?
Oh, that's unfortunate. And I think Fred lost full as well. Straight in for the chow, doesn't get it. And the crowd is chanting something I don't want to repeat right now. But Seattle Surge have found nothing but misery. Here
Optic
in this
Pred,
hotel.
I think was what they were
And
saying.
down Fred falls.
That's
I
a
think they were
fourth
saying
first
Optic
blood.
Pred.
It's a fourth first blood for Shotzi in this game. Pulling out the AR, it doesn't matter what it is. He is finding everything on this map now. For
God,
Optic
these
Texas.
fans are
4v3
funny.
For the map, and a 2-0 lead.
Now, we sell the dream. We talk about can Seattle come back. It is more than a mountain to climb. It is more than anything for them. And you can see that bomb is going to go down. Dashy's going to know. They threw the needle and he's letting through as well. Still a potential here for Seattle. The sun is going to hit. Matt still trying to play his life.
More than just a potential, but Hook wins to come fight on the other side. Accuracy playing the island. He's been wiped off it by a tidal wave of Optic players.
Ooh,
Simple
Sid.
find one, Dashi finds another. It's all down to Mac
Mac
now in the
1v2.
1 versus
It
3
was a
now.
1v3.
1 versus 2.
Gotta wait for it. Gotta wait for it.
Dashy's got the fucking gunny, bro.
It's carnage on the main stage. As Optic
That's
Texas
it.
Just kick the teeth.
Optic
out of
gonna take
Seattle
map
Surge.
2.
It was
Oh,
not a
wow.
competition.
Optic absolutely destroying Seattle right now.
Domination from the word go. First bloods. All over the place for Optic Texas.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. Can Optic close out a fucking control for once?
Dominant from the side of Optic, who are now in prime position to see themselves on Sunday at their own major. And who would have thought, based on what we've seen from this squad, over this major, the criticisms have been plenty and the criticisms have been deserved. But right now, they look like a completely different squad. 2 to the good and looking fantastic heading into the rest of this series.
8-1 for Dashy.
Last time we were here in Texas at the Optic
5-1 for Hook.
A very famous photo of Dashy went around floating a foot above the stage. I guess you could say he's doing it again. 8-1, 5-1 for Hugh. Seattle Surge found nothing that game, and it's 2 to the good for Optic Texas.
Still a route out here for the side of Seattle Surge, of course. Hotel Control coming up, a solid control team themselves. Fortress Hardpoint, of course, as well. We've seen them up against FaZe. Look good on that map. But Fortress Search and Destroy will be a feel-good map as well for the side of Optic Texas. They know, at worst, they have that map under their belts. They will be feeling super confident. This series is far from done, but Optic Texas right now look unstoppable.
They certainly do. Well, what happens in the control, we'll have to find out. Don't go anywhere.
As we're about to get into the control match and see if Optic can finally close out on an attempt at a 3-0. The big man Hex came out to kick around a drum. We need that drum, Hex. Those things aren't cheap. Hotel Control, an easy one to win. Offenses could go either way, even if they get offense at the end. So it's going to be a very, very close one. Very, very close. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us while we watch these CDL Major 3 matches. After this, there's not going to be any CDL for a couple weeks, so it might be mainly Sea of Thieves content, but we'll see what's up. We will see what's up. Last match of the day, Boston Breach versus Vegas Legion. Vegas coming off a hot win earlier today. Wait, was it today? No, that was yesterday's game where they beat the LA Thieves. They beat the LA Thieves yesterday in a hot game to spring them into today's game, where hopefully they've been waiting all day. And Breach, although they did lose, came off a very, very close match against Toronto. So they're warmed up. They're ready to go. They only had one match between that and them. And Vegas had literally a whole day in between their last match and this one. So very, very interesting to see what's going to happen there with Vegas going into their elimination bracket round. They got to come out hot, I think. Hopefully someone's been warming them up and warming them up good, because they need it bad. They're going to need it. As FaZe have cemented their top 3 position, and so has Toronto. So the rest of these teams are fighting for the losers bracket place. So we got FaZe in Toronto tomorrow for the winners finals. And then now it's going to be the winner of these last 2 games. This Optic Seattle and then Boston Vegas. They'll play each other. And then the winner of them 2 will face the loser of the FaZe Toronto game. So let's say Optic go on to win this, and let's say Boston go on to win the next match. Optic and Boston will play for the right to play against the loser of FaZe Ultra in the final winter finals. So I believe that this game is 5th place, 6th place, 5th place, and then the next game is also 4th place, because they made it around further. So they're 4th place, and then the losers bracket teams will play for the right to 3rd place. Then they'll play the losers bracket for the right to 2nd place, for the loser of the winners bracket game for the right to 2nd place. And if they can win that, the losers bracket team can still go on to win the tournament. So there's still a chance for these other teams to come back from these losers bracket runs, but it's very tough. Like I said, they're going to have to beat a team like Toronto Ultra or FaZe, depending on who loses that one tomorrow. So very good, very fun, very interesting. We will see what happens there. I hope that Optic win, of course. And God, that next one, I just like both those teams. But I really hope that Vegas comes out with the win. I really want to see Clayster come out on top at least one more time in his career.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Call of Duty League. We are going into map 3 in what can only be described as an Optic beatdown. But one place that won't be beaten down is the crowd here in Texas are making noise for their team. And I don't know, Optic, I don't know, Texas, but I tell you something, the noise is deafening. It is reverberating around this arena in the breaks. Does Seattle Surge have what it takes to regain?
I don't know about you, I'm ready to put the headset down and just get in there and get amongst it. They're having a great time, and rightfully so. But the question is, are Seattle Surge ready to eventually turn up to this game? Control is something they could potentially get underneath their belt here to make it a series. But we thought that about map 1. We thought that about map 2, and they are yet to show us anything at all. This is as poor as I've seen Seattle Surge on at all, actually, as far as the season has gone, as far as the stage has gone. They've looked very solid the entire way through. They've looked non-existent in this series so far. Optic Texas blowing them away. Can they continue it, though? Control is going to be a difficult.
There is always the caveat. There is always a chance. I would be remiss to not remind you of it, because realistically, we've seen some comebacks this tournament already, but does Seattle Surge have what it takes? The stats favor them in the control a little bit.
Yeah.
Texas haven't been amazing at it so far at this event, but then again, we said this before the game. Our desk said this before the game. The Reddit said this before the game. And Optic have ascended.
Right now, they just look to have a different kind of energy.
I haven't been writing
Shot
shit down.
could be taking over the game. And it's just been so hard for Seattle Surge to deal with it. You know, I think, you know, they count on Pred having a good performance quite often. And when he is having that good performance, this team flows so well. But we have not seen Pred turn up just quite yet. To more for the Optic side then, well, he has done for Surge, as the crowd were reminding him. But there is still some way to go. Hotel Control coming up now. And the stats on this one, well, I mean, look, we talked about stats already just a little bit. We haven't had much of a chance to talk about them, to be honest, but these ones will tell you a story that you need to know. 9 and 5 for the side of Seattle Surge is a nice one to have in your back pocket. 5 and 7 for Optic. And bearing in mind, Optic on this map today already, 2-0 up against Florida, threw it in the bin. Can't
I like that they're chanting other things, though.
Close it out now. You cannot allow Seattle Surge
let's go,
to see that Fortress hardpoint.
All right, let's find out. We've had a little bit of a break, a little bit of a breather. We'll see how these teams fly into this one already. There go the gruesome twosome. Hugh and Shotzi flying into this one. Shotzi will get down, but Hugh remains alive. And at the moment, Optic looking for a push, but they have got players onto A. Are they going to reinforce Hugh could be?
Really nice setup from Surge. Accuracy will find the 3 kills to slow everything down. And Surge don't panic, they don't go for Hook, they know he's back there. Yeah, okay, whatever, deal with it. They find the kills in the mid-map. They stop him getting any reinforcements. Now for the side of Optic Texas, still concentrating over towards B as well. Simple fine fights there, Dashy and Kitchen.
Nice job
Central
from
still
Dashy
would be on
there.
the cards, that's why Dashy's on the walkway, will get dealt with. It's a little bit mixy, to be honest with you. Neither team with map control, but now eventually Optic Texas control of B. Nobody in veteran for Surge. Dangerous proposition.
Oh.
And they've got down again. Seattle Surge rebuffing all the pressure and aggression from Optic.
Seattle looking good on defense here.
And playing their own game, they will not buckle yet.
And I like that from Hook there. Stays alive in veteran because he knows Surge want to extend out that way. Surge right now only have presence over towards that A side. Optic have got things going on both sides of the map and things going on.
There you go, Ghosty. There you go.
Very nice. Ghosty will
That's
find
a little bit of
first
control,
kill
one
of the
guy
game.
left.
Optic Texas looking to extend that time. Surge are actually having to answer what's going on over towards
Sib's
B.
the only one
Dashy's
left right
locking
there.
that down on his own, will eventually get dealt with. But
They got him.
Looking like it is going to go over to
3
Optic.
stack.
We will be extending that time.
They will. I don't think Seattle are going to do much. But
Oh,
look at
that's
this.
Snake! What the fuck?
Not a very good restaurant. It only really serves steaks, and I don't think they're that appetizing, but I could be wrong. Now comes the difficult part, though.
That looked
With
funny,
A
like a
gone,
choreographed fucking
Optic
dance.
find a way forward into B. Josie and Sib, it's a horrible gunfight for both sides. Neither able to get the pick first, but Hugh will find one onto accuracy on the other side. Pred will get back on the Dashy, and the kills start to flow.
Very turtle setup here from the side of Surge. You've got nobody in the flank whatsoever. Now you're going to be pushed back into your spawn. Mac needs to go.
Uh-oh, Ghosty going big in the spawn.
In a row. Big offense here from the side of Optic Texas is as good of a chance as they're likely going to get.
That's a 3 stack,
And they've
2
got
stack.
players on it. They've got bodies ready. Sim trying to find one. He gets it.
Now,
Trades,
wait,
keep on
no,
rolling
back to
through
2
the
stack.
third pick. He's increasing.
They could still get it.
Jets are trying to get a huge one on Pred.
Dashy's still on.
Dives in as well.
Nice
It's
job.
done. Optic find the first attack here on Greenberg Hotel.
What the
Seattle Surge.
I love it.
This is not what they want. This is not
Oh,
what they
shit.
need.
Sorry for the cackle. That's
And
hilarious. though.
Seattle never really had control of bedroom. It was very readable on every single occasion. They find a few kills, let's push bedroom. Every single time. For the most part, it seemed like Hook was waiting there for them to push that advantageous position you want on the defensive side. They never had control. And that is always such a hard thing to try and get back from. You're fighting out from your back spawn. But for the side of Seattle Surge, as far as attacking rounds go, one of the best teams in the game when it comes down to hotel control. 60% of the time they're finding these attacks, they need one here.
Seattle, yeah, I can't even speak. For Seattle, it's going from bad from worse. But the game's not over. I don't want to pretend it is, because it certainly is not. They can find their own attack. They can find the defense as well. And everybody who's a Seattle Surge fan right now is praying that this man goes to work.
Well, let's see if Pred can get something going here. Nobody alive over towards the bedroom side. Ghosty finding 2 towards the back. But here comes Pred. Ghosty with another, and another as well. That's all four
Ghosty.
dead.
There we
Ghosty's
go.
Screaming in the comms right now, you best believe it. Seattle Surge retreat over towards A. Optic are on the way.
Pred trying to find 2 but can't. And while that first tick will go through, Optic are not letting Sleeping Dogs lie, and they'll get another kill as well. Shotty finds it, actually gets that trade back. The second tick will come in now for them. And Optic will slow down. Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Duke is locked in.
So
Wow.
like it is going to go over towards the side of Seattle Surge. I was about to say it was the side of Optic Texas. It's felt like everything has been going their way. Fred alive over towards the bedroom side is going to potentially be a catalyst for Surge to get something going here. You can already see the extension from Shotzi. Are they going to call them out? They're going to find them indeed. Accuracy with that kill. Now Surge posturing themselves over towards B, spawning up close to it as well. A good opportunity here for Surge if they can find the kills.
They're looking for Optic. You've got to be careful.
Oh my God!
Uh-oh.
You're great instead, and they find everything there.
Oh! There we go.
Seattle
Push
Surge
up, push up, push up, push up.
will have to reset. They still have time.
Book. Or that's
All is not
Ghosty.
lost.
Getting
Lives
up on
very
him.
even. This one is far from done. Mac will
Ghosty's
find one
up
and look at the
in
flank that
bedroom.
potentially could be coming through. Accuracy will be looking to be slow and steady. Sib just kind of
You can
playing
see
it
him
like a
down here on the
defensive
mini-map.
player here towards the bedroom
That guy.
side, waiting for Optic to make their moves as the rest of his team makes the move over towards the backside. Next few kills are massive for the side of Surge. It's a big win for Sib.
Down
Yeah,
he goes
see,
to Ghosty.
he's still got some.
Optic not relinquishing
Oh, wait.
control here for
kill.
a second.
They
Fred
actually
finds
got
the
him.
kill. They're onto the
Huge
point.
kills.
Actually finds another one. They've cleaned out bedroom. It's going to have to be Dashy to find something here as well. They're going to know where he's located into it, but he is going to get the gunfight. But Pred finds one as well. The first pick is now in for Seattle Surge.
They have to push.
They have the body. Shotzi flying, diving, trying to play his life. Hugh finds one with a nade. Shotzi spraying with all the teammates.
There you go, baby.
Continue to dive in and be the hero they need. But is he stopping? Of course he is.
He ain't
And
stopping.
Fall as well.
Go get him,
Seattle
Shotzi.
Surge cannot weather the storm.
7v7 in the lives department. It is a huge defensive hold from Optic. Shotzi's just
Oh,
running
come
around
on,
them.
baby.
Maybe overheating just a little bit. It's simple find it. Good shots from Dashi, but the chow will surely come in. Mac with the grenade. The shot's not good enough. Bruce locking down the back. Give him a second.
Oh,
Right.
nice. There we
Let's give
go.
it the
That's a
grenade.
2.
5v5.
This basically turns now into a 30-second game.
Uh-oh. All right.
indeed.
No more,
But
no
they're
more
on
dying,
2
Optic.
ticks
That's
away.
huge.
Through versus 5. Dashy has to go huge. He has Ghosty with him. But
That's all
time is ticking. It's
It's
gone.
the offensive
And
heavy
Seattle
map.
Surge find that first taste of victory that they have needed in so long. It comes down to the wire. An Optic threw a hurricane at them. But they prevailed. We have a game in our hands, and that should make you smile.
Accuracy speaking to his team. Calm and collected. Still at this stage. One apiece. Really nice attacking round from Surge. It was a little bit more frantic, of course, than Optics, which was a lot more clean. But they will more than happily take that round. Now onto the defensive side. Optic, what's the play? It's looking like a big hit through mid. Surge got the positioning to deal with this. Can they find the gunfights? Can they find a defensive round?
Already a lot of pressure being applied across this map. Optic do have the time on Dway here. Seattle a little bit wary of actually committing to this. You can see they're waiting. And that's probably because they're cleaning out bedroom. They're not going for this straight away. They might even go for it. A tall pop from Mac, who dives in, gets Shotzi, but it's probably not going to be enough. The rest of Texas are here in numbers.
And of course, with accuracy pushing
Gotta
that
kill
far up,
Fred.
the numbers for Optic Texas
Oh
are
my
going to be
God.
here. And they're going to be here constantly. Shotzi will find one on the Pred as the kitchen push now starting to come through. Sib just trying to chip away, but it is looking like it is going to go to the side of Optic Texas. But Sib just trying to slow that down as much as they can. Mac will find one, and that is all. Optic looking like they're going to get a hold of a time extended, a full
Accuracy
2 minutes.
just been
Stop,
sitting
look
back
at me,
there.
and I tell you what, if Dashi keeps shooting like that, they're going to be in a nice spot, but Seattle Surge in a lot better position for the B defense than they were in the previous rounds. They never had bedroom control for the majority of that round. This time around, though, things are looking good. Accuracy staying alive, just trying to stop Optic, find that flank through the spawn of the initial attack over towards A.
Here he goes. The freight train that is Hugh.
They just got accuracy out of bedroom, though.
Seattle Surge finds the first. Looking for more. He knows he's going to be there. Finds the second as well. Still moving. Still proving why he's so good on this team as Hugh tries to make the hero play. And so many kills found, but no progress.
And Sib goes huge for the squad there. Knows exactly what's going on. That's like 3 kills in a row now for Sib.
Happened to Ghosty
Will he
there.
find any more accuracy to find one and get traded? But Sib was the one who found that kill in bedroom. There was a big engagement with an Optic player. Found it, stayed alive, finds 2 more to hold down the site. The lives well and truly in the favor of Seattle Surge right now, 16-11. And the setup here from Surge looks a lot more comfortable than it has done for quite some time. Dash is going to go for the challenge. It's a big hit here for Optic.
And actually he's running scared. He knows there's bodies there everywhere. He's trying to stay alive. Finds the first one in the Huke.
It's a good little angle right
down
there.
The terrible flood of green wall that's coming for him. Preds are arriving. Reinforcements for them as well. And it's got chaotic here towards the back of the spawn. They're trying to find everybody. Ghosty finds another kill. This now bounces on a knife edge. Whoever finds it will shut this one down with time ticking away. But Optic have bodies ready for it. Sib has to play his life in bedroom. It is their ball walk. It is their chance to stay alive. Optic are onto the point. It's still Sib though. He has to be the hero for them. And he will not fall yet.
Still somebody on the point here for the side of Optic Texas now. Dashi, this will be a big kill to find.
Oh.
Get it. Sib still cooking. Gets a little bit of
Wow, he's
that
cooking.
He'll take it all day long. 4 lives now for the side of Optic Texas, 20 seconds remaining. This would take something quite special as Pred will find one at the Ghosty. And this should be Surge for what feels like the very first time in this series. Somewhat in the lead.
They were calling out for a hero. And Sib
Optic
arrived.
sucks at
Played his
control.
bedroom like a maestro. Refused to buckle under
Said
the
that
pressure.
earlier. Oh my god.
And they held. Seattle Surge have held.
I don't know what their deal is. They
That's
can't win
4
control
ticks
to
that
save
time.
that.
Optic have got. Keep an eye on that.
They might as well just forfeit all control
Imperative
matches
now for
from here
Seattle
on
Surge.
out
If they
to
cannot
save
win
time.
this next round to get more ticks, then Optic will be doing everything they can to stop them.
But to be honest, attack is really, for the most part, the better side you want to be on. We're going to have a very quick timeout, guys. We'll be back into the game in a second. The game has been paused. We'll be back imminently. Small technical issue, but Seattle Surge 2-1 to the good. And I can't overstate how big that first gunfight that Sib finds over towards bedroom side. He had Mac alongside of him. Mac does die immediately. Sib finds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kills in that entire sequence, which is what wins Seattle the round. It is a lead for Seattle at 2-1. Optic up in the series, of course. You guys at home will know that one. 2-0. They've been looking phenomenal so far.
And well, there with an anticlimax as we wait for this game to get going again, but can't be overstated. Sib was the man with the plan. And we have got back into the game. Just a small adjustment of some headphones, I've been told. Nothing too major. Players back at it once again. No, an attack here to Surge. Pred finds 2 as well. Straight onto A, stopping the clock.
Starting to heat up in this game is Pred. Can't find that kill on Tadashi though, as Optic now come back over towards A in numbers to try and slow down what is somewhat inevitable on these attacking rounds. Seattle looking good over towards the A side, but Ghosty in his prime position to potentially do something about it. My God!
That is not an easy gunfight to make. And he
Ghosty's
made it look
been heating
easy.
up. He's trying to, at
Alive
least.
here towards A. Optic maybe applying a little bit of pressure. They found the first kill here on the Sib. It's going to give them confidence to maybe push his tempo. As Shotzi flies across, he does go down. The rest of them not really being too aggressive. They might just let Seattle Surge have this. Dashing Duke have found it. Matt will get 2 back. It's all saved. It's all good here at the major. But still a little bit further to go. They've got 3 ticks. I was going to say they've got 3 ticks. It's almost in. But 1 more tick here will tie it up. It'll go down to lives. 2 more ticks, defense for Seattle. 3 more ticks, game to Seattle.
Mark now on the pinch position. He could be the one that opens things up. Dashi will surely expect this challenge. He doesn't. Accuracy find 1. Ghosty another. Pred will find the kill, and now there's 1 player left inside the bedroom. Of course, it is Shotzi to try and slow things down, but he goes down. Seattle Surge now. Huge opportunity to find a map in this series.
That's my favorite spot right there
Just
to play
the
on the
rain of nades coming through for him, and Mac trying to stay alive. His body's flying at them at the same time. They're slowly getting through. Ghosty finds 2. Sib will get 1 back, and oh my goodness, Sib off the top rope guns him out of his trousers. But it's
Guns
not going
him
to be
out
enough.
of his
Seattle do not get the
trousers.
2nd tick. They get nothing else from it. And Optic could
Untick
breathe.
that shit, bro.
They can breathe, but they don't have the map positioning. Shotzi with a big win. Pushing over towards the couch's side now. Pred already on the flank. Hook's ready and waiting. Mac will find another, but still no bedroom control for the side of Optic Texas. Seattle Surge still putting the pressure on over towards B.
Second tick, it has come through as well, but they're not looking for the second tick. They're looking for the win. But Shotzi arrives. I can see he'll find one more. Shotzi gets out with 2 health. Goes to the gunfight as well. Down he goes. Seattle Surge. They're now in here at the same time.
That's it. Oh, wait.
Pred has arrived. And that is going to be Seattle Surge taking the control away from Optic. They waited until map number 3 to hit the afterburners.
Every freaking time. You might as well just chalk up control. I swear.
The first 2 maps. Well, the first was close, the second really wasn't. But signs of life on the main stage.
Really good performance from Seattle Surge. Just constant in their pressure on the attack. So often, when they find that bedroom kill, they grab a hold of it and run with it for an absolute mile. A really strong performance from them, and what you want to see if you're a Surge fan is Pred with a 3 in front of that number. 30 kills for him in the game. Sip had a phenomenal time as well, putting on much more damage than Pred. And Sip, you can't underestimate how big those kills were towards bedroom in that previous round. A phenomenal game from him, and Surge are well and truly back into this game, considering the next map that could potentially be coming up, of course, in Fortress Hardpoint. This one is far, and I mean far from over.
Just the kind of momentum they really need for it, and you are correct. We talked about this before. KD does not mean you are good at Call of Duty. I'm sorry to tell you. Sometimes influential kills, influential spawns, they do matter more. And Sib staying alive in bedroom, it stopped the push. It stopped what may have been the end of the game, depending on how the teams are feeling. The Seattle Surge, they live to fight another day. They get another crack at a hard point.
Just overall a solid performance. I mean, we knew coming into this that the control was likely going to go over towards Surge. They've looked so good on this mode and on this map in particular. And Optic Texas, their control is wanting for the most part. It has been a pretty weak thing for them, and we got a good example of that there as Surge will find themselves now back into this series. That was much needed, because it was a comfortable win as well. It's the kind of win you want to get yourselves back into this series, outslayed, outplayed. And the game will go to Surge, and as you mentioned, can't underestimate how big those kills from Sib were. Putting up the best KD in the lobby at a 1.3, so well, kills don't necessarily mean you're great, but he still puts the best KD up, I see.
Yeah, I'll make my own words, but it doesn't matter. One of the things to bear in mind here as well, that realistically, maybe the downfall of Optic in that last round was they just couldn't hold bedroom control. Just couldn't get away from. We saw Shotzi when he went down. That was basically the beginning of the end. They had to dive forward. And we knew, like, we were counting the ticks. We were saying, hey, it's going to be this many ticks if they can get defense and everything else. But they smelled blood in the water. Yeah. They knew they had the opportunity to push them back into their spawn. They took it, held on to it. And now we get a map 4.
Yeah, and we've seen the good offensive round statistics for the side of Surge come home to roost in that one. A very solid performance on that side of things. Getting a hold of the defense as well never hurts you. And now, if you're Optic, you're kind of heading into enemy territory when we're talking about Fortress. We'll delve into the stats in just a second. But I'll tell you what, I'll just tell you them now. Optic Texas, 1-2 record on this map. Seattle Surge, 8-2. It is their best hardpoint map. They are probably the best hardpoint team on the game on average. They will be feeling confident to send this to a map number 5. But Optic Texas, the trump card, Fortress Search and Destroy coming up the final map. If we do need it, they enjoy that map. We've already seen some good performances from them over that this weekend. If I'm honest, I don't think they want to see it. They'd happily close this out in 4.
I think there may be another headset adjustment going on. Waiting for this game to start. I can tell you, everybody is getting into the lobby. Everybody is readying up. For Optic, business as usual. Keep moving forward. You lost the control, it doesn't matter. If we have Seattle Surge, it does matter. You've got the win. Use the momentum and carry on. Statistically, it is better here for Seattle Surge. But I'm kind of sick of saying it. I'm not going to lie to you. We have talked about statistics at length here throughout the broadcast, and it doesn't always tell the story.
Not just throughout the broadcast and throughout the season.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's kind of felt like, it's like, oh, well, this team should win this based on our numbers, and it always goes the opposite way. So you never really know when it does come down to land, when you do factor in everything else for the side of Optic Texas here. Stats can't account for this crowd getting behind them. It's helping them out in these series. They've pulled them over the line a few times already. They're going to need to do it again here against Surge, who will be feeling super confident heading into map number 4. The fist bumps coming through. Ghosty's still fiddling with his headset there. And you don't want that. You want to be as comfortable as you possibly can be heading into such a big map like this. We're about to load into Fortress. And for the side of Optic, it is not must do, but you would like to close it out here.
And there we go, almost like a starting pistol. The fist bumps are in for both teams. That usually means we are getting ready. There we go, fist bumps on the other side of the stage as well. Seattle Surge ready to load in. The map fly-through is appearing. The game is loading. Don't jinx me now, servers. Let's get into this one. Let's find out. I'm looking, it's ready. Here we go.
As we've already talked about, this map for Seattle Surge, the numbers say everything points towards a win for their side. We're looking at Hook in this series so far. An absolute phenom. A 1.2 here from Hook is something you want to see continue as we head into Fortress. Seattle Surge, their favored map. Can we see a map number 5? Or do Optic close it out? We'll see them on
All
Sunday.
right. Can Optic close this out to hard point?
Of course, gets away from him because that's what he specializes in. And Hugh will get the first kill. Sim will get the trade coming through as well. Hugh gets the second, and Ghosty gets Hook. All right. Well,
I'm telling you, he loves it.
Texas getting time.
He loves the team kill.
Talk about this rotation, accuracy already on his way. To be really careful if you're Optic Texas earlier today, up against none other than, of course, Atlanta FaZe. The side of Seattle went up a massive 109-1 lead off the P2 and P3 perfect rotations. They're already getting some time over towards P1. Optic Texas will not be going down to that 109-1 lead. They've got 22 on the board already.
Good position for Texas here at the moment. Big chow from Sib. All alone, the Dope coming through eventually. They're waiting for this one to pop. Seattle still not in position. Spawn's actually maybe better. They've got nothing, and it is time now for Optic.
And that was a big kill from Shotzi, because now he can get in the maps, he can start to cut off the Mac. We'll shut him down. So Optic Texas, you're in the position where you're at the back of the map, you can lock it down nicely from here, but Surge in a good position. If they can break, they're in the perfect position to hold it down to P3, but you've got to win some gunfights if you're Surge. They haven't went their way so far.
You got to get past Dashy, Ghosty, and then you got to worry.
Oh my God.
Shotzi will go around the flank and they will do work. Dashy is gunning everything towards him. Shotzi will shoot him in the back. Oh!
That's the way, baby. That's the way. Get those new spawns. Yeah, spawn them way in Narnia.
Seattle Surge.
Spawn them in Narnia.
And that is absolutely perfect from Optic Texas. There's 15 seconds to play it for here. They're still winning the gunfights. Ghosty all alone. Can he find the kill under Pred? Yes.
Yes.
That's the scrap time. That's the rotation.
One more Ghosty. You need to get that Predator missile.
For the side of Optic Texas, unanswered in 15 kills.
Perfect play into P2, into P3. Not a kill thrown by the wayside.
Look at Shotzi. Look like he's fucking levitating.
Kill up top. He only finds one though. Pred will find another. But can he fight Dashy? Not with attack. Not at that range, surely. And down
is he out of ammo?
Optic Texas into P3.
I think Dashy's out of ammo.
This map is called Fortress, but that part might as well be.
Vaznev working out for Shotzi as it so often does. Dashy, 6-3 for him, continues to rack the kills up. Pred will find one. For Seattle Surge here, is it maybe just time to work on moving over towards this next hill? Right now, Shotzi just ain't missing a bullet. Sim will find the kill eventually. And now for Surge, you try and pin them in.
I think Dashy still don't have ammo.
Absolutely massive for the side of Optic Texas already. Perfect, and I mean,
I'm pretty sure he didn't have no ammo. I'm pretty sure he still don't.
P3.
He's 7-1.
An opportunity to force them in, keep them in, as they get time over towards people.
Pred's doing everything he can, now on a 5 streak himself. The spawn out will come. You can see Hugh has managed to hit the back, and they're going to know this as soon as he finds that first kill. He gets it, goes and gets Pred. Sim will find Hugh, but they're losing the time that they worked so hard for. And Shotzi guns him. There's nothing here for Seattle Surge. Optic Texas are running amok on this map.
And Surge getting really unfortunate with that spawn, I'm not going to lie. And then they start spawning back towards P3. Everything's coming up Optic Texas right now. It
Now we're
is a
talking,
120-point lead against Seattle. Hook is trying his best to make this one nice and quick. Pred is just trying to hold on himself at 10 and 10. But this has been perfect hard point so far from Optic Texas. The spawns have helped them out, of course. But Pred now just trying to limit this damage. 15 seconds to go. It's already getting to the stage where Seattle have to fight for every single second.
But time and time again, they are getting gunned. They're getting run off of this map. 23 points as we head into P5. And Optic can taste this victory. They know Sunday awaits. A few kills going down for Seattle Surge. They need this time, they need the next time, and then time after that. But it's always possible.
The cruise is coming in. Optic Texas 120 to the good. They've
You
got to
got
be
one.
feeling good. The comms will be phenomenal. Let's go
2
for
and
a
3,
listen
baby.
with Optic Texas.
He's absolute bottom maps. Absolute bottom maps.
Listen, what guys?
Alright, nice. Use one shot. Use one shot.
I'm wrapping P1. I'm wrapping P1.
They're gonna be bottom maps.
One HP.
Bottom maps. Absolute. Bottom maps. Absolute. Max. Max bottom maps.
Holding gate.
We go once anvil.
Bottom maps,
Anvil.
bottom
One's anvil.
Bottom maps. Bottom maps.
One was anvil. One's P3.
Holding
One's
bottom maps.
P3.
Let's go bottom maps. Let's go bottom
One
maps.
was P3.
E3.
Go back. Go back.
I'm back P1.
Yeah, we're blocking. Come on.
Yeah, block.
I'm blocking. Can somebody back up and block? Okay, bottom maps. Bottom maps. I'm blocking. Can somebody get an initial?
I can block.
Okay, can you block? Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to get out left, by the way. Where's good?
All right, where's the credit?
Oh!
I'm blocking. No. You get out left. Trust me. Not get out left. I'm watching left. I'm watching left. Block. I'm watching left. I'm watching left.
We're gonna be coming gate on me, guys.
I have left. Go doubles.
I need it over you. Nothing. Wait, bottom dark.
You want to try to cross the time?
Stay alive, Tyler.
Another one is on time. Yo, I'm not pushing.
Gate dead.
I'm sunning gate.
I'm on gate.
Nothing's on gate. I need a gate.
I'm watching.
Open door. He's going to hit me. Close, I think. They're hitting you. Okay. Watch.
You're at the left. One top doubles and back step. Top doubles and both knees. Alright, yo, top doubles and both knees.
I am needing it.
Well, Optic Texas holding all the spawns, getting all the kills. 198 to 57 as we look towards P2 and a potential for a blowout. It has not been pretty, but it has clean. Shotzi is dancing.
Another
Dashi
cruise
is
missile from
destroying.
Dashi.
And while this will come down, and
Oh,
they get
yeah.
hit as well, they have cleaned them out of P2.
Man, that is masterclass right there.
It is miserable for Seattle Surge. Optic Texas, the team that people did not think were good enough to keep pushing forward in the tournaments, are sending a statement.
Still time. Seattle Surge should maybe bring this one back, but we've seen some incredible comebacks already this weekend. This would be phenomenal.
Great
Hook will find the
rotation, though.
gunfight.
They're already on
Rotation's
rotation.
P3. That scrap time will go over towards Seattle Surge. Optic Texas say, hey, you can bloody have it. The rotation is in. They can win it at P3. Seattle Surge have not shown up yet. Pred's 21 and 17 right now, and they've got 90 points to 214. Kills starting to come through. Can you find a break if you Surge? You must.
They absolutely have to get through. The nade rain comes in. Sybil find two. Shotzi low, looking for the answer. He is going to be killed. Now Hugh goes for the attack, and he will get one. Tries to stay alive, falls to Pred as well. Pred going hunting
Seattle
at 23 and 18.
actually
The man is bleeding for help on this map, and nobody is able to match him. And at the moment, Seattle Surge have the time, but they need this, and they need even more.
Accuracy just trying to stay alive. He's got Hook alongside of him though to try and kill him, and then it will be Sib to find two more. Spawn towards the back for Dashi though. There's 20 seconds to play for here, and it's still going to be hotly contested. Accuracy just trying to survive. They need to survive. The points going over towards Optic Texas. Rotation ongoing. Oh my goodness, Hook! This one might be done. Optic Texas 25 away. Scrap time rotation belonging to them. The wind in the sails. Is there a way back for Surge? You need to be pretty much perfect every single second that remains on this hard point. Optic Texas, 10 seconds away.
Oh, he ran out of
10
bullets.
seconds till destiny. And Seattle Surge pulls the clock, but
Yeah,
Ghosty
Ghosty.
continues to rock
8
it
seconds.
up as well, and 7 seconds. Seattle Surge are not there. They are too far away, and Seattle Surge, we will see you later!
Optic gonna move on in the Major 3 tournament to play the winner of Vegas Boston.
Optic Texas do not walk, they do not crawl, they do not slowly
Championship
step their way
Sunday.
forward. They strut, they sprint, and they stride into Sunday. The championship whites beckon, the crowd is on their feet, and for good reason. It was brutal.
They just beat them to death. That was perfect from Optic Texas. We talked about
That was
their
a
discipline.
masterclass
We
of
talked
HARDPOINT right
about
there.
playing together. Those rotations, that game of HARDPOINT was sensational. The P2 to P3 in that first rotation was flawless. Everything Optic did turned to gold. A truly magnificent performance from the Green Wall. It would take a 3-1 victory over Seattle Surge. And honestly, I don't think it matters who they played there. That was domination from the word-go.
There's not a lot that could be done on the side of Seattle Surge. The scoreboard tells the story. Dashi was 21 and 10. The rest of his teammates putting the kills in as well. Duke 25 and 17, 26 and 19 for Chauncey. Ghosty still positive. Not a beat miss.
21 and
Not a
10 for
rotation
Dashi.
Thrown away.
25 and 17 for Hook.
Broken. It was close in the series. We thought we would. I actually don't apologize. I thought it was going to be closer than that.
I thought it was going to be a real. I honestly thought Seattle were going to come here look relatively strong. They did against FaZe earlier today, but Optic Texas turning up in a different kind of way there.
Yeah.
That's a scary performance for everybody else. With this crowd behind them, they keep playing like that. They have as much of a chance as anybody when we're going into Championship Sunday. Absolutely any.
They really do. It has been something that I think a lot of people are now going to be re-evaluating this team. That is the question we were asking. You can beat some of the teams in this tournament and your stock doesn't rise. But you beat Seattle like you just did, and it changes. But let's find out from our main stage. We've
Big
got
man
Lando
Bruce.
with Dashi.
If you can even hear me, Bryce, I'll tell you what, this crowd is absolutely electric after a W like that, Bruce.
Green wall is different. The green wall is different.
They are indeed, my friend. I got to ask you, man, how does that feel?
These guys are the best. I don't know. You guys are different.
MVP chance, and I tell you what, man, that game for a hardpoint performance was absurd. What, you put up 21 and 10. The entire team was frying. Yeah. That's 5 hardpoint victories in a row for you guys. Is that really the mode that it feels like is progressing you guys, or is it another one?
I feel like we're just translating our practices to our matches now, and I'm just really glad it's playing off. Job's not finished, though. Job is not finished.
The elimination bracket run continues. What? That's London, that's Florida, now it's Seattle. What's the mentality like of the team moving into Championship Sunday?
We're not content with this top 4 placing. I mean, we got our last event, so I mean, we're just trying to improve and trying to do better.
What would you say as you guys go, maybe watch some VOD, get ready for tomorrow? What's the number one focus for you guys moving into whoever it is that you play?
Probably cleaning up our control. I mean, we won every other game mode today, so if we clean up our control, I think we're going to be good.
Absolutely, man. They love you, Bruce. They love you, man.
That guy's the GOAT right there.
He absolutely is. You got some MVP shirts out here. What's it going to take? What's it going to take for you guys to hoist the trophy in front of the Texas fans to do it? And really back-to-back events that you've been in front of the home crowd.
I mean, we're going to have to give it everything we got. Just obviously play some good COD. I mean, go have some fun. I mean, the green wall is here. I mean, every game's lit. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I'll give you your moment. Address the fans. What can they expect tomorrow?
Yo, shout out to the green wall. Love you guys. You guys are family to me, so appreciate you guys.
That's going to do it from us here on the main stage. Dashi and Optic Texas, they get the...
And that's going to do it for me here also on the Hard Carry. Thanks for sticking around, tuning in. Tune in for more Boston, Vegas next.